Hi all, welcome to this, the final video in our urban geography series. And in today's video we're going to be continuing our Mumbai case study, and we're going to be looking at some of the transport issues that are faced in Mumbai. Now, what are the core issues that we're looking at? Now, you'll notice a lot of similarity here in terms of some of the core issues that we faced when we looked at the Glasgow case study. So to start us off, right, we've got hugely increasing commuter numbers. And this in Mumbai is obviously far in excess of the issue that Glasgow faces, but we're looking at up to 8 million commuters trying to travel in and out of Mumbai in any given day. Now, you marry that up with an overall increasing population, not just globally, but obviously in India specifically, and that brings with it increased car ownership, which marries into these increased commuter numbers. Now, the transport network in Mumbai and in other areas of India as well is largely colonial in its era. Now, obviously, there are being steps taken to improve this, but right now, if you have these very tight, narrow streets, then that has a big impact on how well the transport infrastructure can move traffic through the area. Now, the developments that we do see, however, are aimed at attracting industry into Mumbai. They're not necessarily aimed at improving the lives and the functionality of the city for people. We marry this up with a general lack of planning permission or planning processes in a lot of areas continues to make issues even worse. The infrastructure that has been built is built reasonably poorly, which again leads to huge issues with deterioration and closures due to required maintenance and whatnot that we have as well. And finally, and I mentioned this during one of the lessons that we've had recently, that we've got huge numbers of potholes due to the monsoon weather that we experience in India. So India obviously gets monsoonal rains that come, very regularly throughout the year, and this brings huge amounts of water, which puts a huge amount of pressure on infrastructure in the country. So those are our issues, those are the core problems that we have. How do we deal with them? What are the strategies that we utilise? Now, we're going to be looking at three main strategies that Mumbai has tried to adopt. A generic improvement in infrastructure, the creation of the Bandra-Worli Sea Link, and carpooling as an overall process. So, overall infrastructure improvements, what has been attempted? So, improve the railway network, doing this primarily by adding more tracks so that the railway network spreads to a wider area, and adding more stations so that it stops more frequently and thus more commuters can take access to it. Improve the road network itself, make more links to the main motorways and increase road sizes of up to 6 lanes, 3 lanes on either side. And this is going to mean that, again, more traffic can utilise the roads. An overall increase in public transport is something that we're going to see as well. The Mumbai Metro is being built, and it is built to some degree, and that should reduce journey times by up to 50%. The introduction of up to 500 eco-buses into Mumbai is something that obviously is going to provide more buses, which is a great thing, but also buses that are more ecologically friendly, which is also hugely positive as well. And there's a proposal to build a monorail system or a skybus, which is going to be implemented to carry people above the current roads and to take some of the strain off the network that's there. Also, for pedestrians, instead of putting in junctions that would take them across roads or through them, add flyovers and underpasses or subways so that pedestrians can get around without the need to slow the traffic system as well. And then last, we've talked about Navi Mumbai before, but Navi Mumbai is a new town that is being put in place to try and, amongst other things, reduce the amount of strain that we have on the CBD. Now, the Bandra-Worli Sea Link. So what is this? Now, it's a toll bridge that's been opened in 2010 at a cost of $300 million, and it's an 8-lane bridge, and it's designed to connect southern Mumbai to the suburbs, and it's been fairly effective at doing so. It's reduced overall journey times from the 60 to 90 minute mark down to the 20 and 30 minute mark. However, and a fairly big but to throw in here, it doesn't take cars off the road, it attracts more cars onto the road, and it puts a bigger volume of traffic into the CBD on a day-by-day basis. So as much as this particular stretch of road is more efficient, it does mean that transport issues in the CBD can be exacerbated by it, they can be made worse. Now, to wrap things up today, and I'm doing my best to keep this one pretty short, guys, so carpooling. Now, carpooling is the idea of sharing a lift with someone else. Regional transport authorities in Mumbai have tried to recommend carpooling to the public via its website and other media sources, and they've tried to encourage people to do it. And the main method that they've used to try and encourage people is by providing petrol vouchers. Now, in India, it is illegal to charge people for providing lifts. That would then make you a taxi service. However, I say they provide these petrol vouchers, which you can redeem for petrol, funnily enough, and you can get them regardless of the distance of lift that you've actually offered somebody. So they are something that is fairly attractive. Now, there are obvious issues with surrounding carpooling. People are reasonably nervous about sharing lifts with people. And then there's the convenience of having your own car and not being dependent on others for transport. However, it has had some success and overall resulting in around about 10% fewer vehicles being on the road at any given time. Now, I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. The next series of videos that we're going to be looking at is going to be Biosphere, and until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.